Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving deep today. You ready?
Always.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Today, we're looking at mindfulness, but not just in like a general way. We're
Yeah.
going to get specific.
Love it.
We found this article, Why Mindfulness Changes Everything. 5 Buddhist practices you can start today.
Oh, interesting.
And we figured, a lot of people talk about mindfulness, but what does that actually, look like practically?
Right. How do you do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to break down these 5 practices,
Okay.
hopefully give you guys some tools to, bring a little more peace into your daily life.
I think everyone could use a little bit more of that.
For sure.
Definitely.
Okay, so the first one they talk about is mindful breathing,
Uh,
which sounds, I don't know, kind of basic.
right.
Just breathe, we do that anyway. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It seems so simple on the surface.
Right.
But there's a lot more to it.
Okay, so what's the not so basic part?
Well, when you really pay attention to your breath, each inhale and exhale, you're actually tapping into a very specific part of your nervous system.
Mhm.
It's called the parasympathetic nervous system. It's basically the opposite of your fight or flight response.
Oh, so like when you feel stressed and you get all tense?
Exactly. That's your sympathetic nervous system kicking in.
Right, right.
But when you focus on your breath, you're activating the calm down system.
Mhm.
It's like hitting the pause button on all that stress.
So it's not just about like feeling calmer in the moment.
No, it goes deeper than that.
Okay.
Studies have shown that regular mindful breathing can actually change your body's stress response over time.
Oh, wow.
Like, you'll actually produce less cortisol, which is the stress hormone.
So like if you're, I don't know, stuck in traffic,
Mhm.
instead of getting all road ragey.
Exactly. You can use your breath to create a sense of calm.
Wow, I love that.
And over time, you're actually training your body to be less reactive to stress.
It's like a superpower.
It kind of is.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, the next practice they talk about is body scanning.
Uh-huh.
And I've tried this a bit. You basically just like bring your attention to each part of your body.
Right, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes.
Yeah.
Noticing any sensations, whether it's tension, tightness, warmth, tingling.
Yeah. Or even like if your clothes feel a certain way on your skin.
Exactly. It's all about becoming aware of your physical self in this present moment.
And honestly, I find it so helpful when my mind is just racing with a to-do list a mile long.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
It's like all those thoughts just kind of fade away and I
Mhm.
can just be in my body.
It's like a mini vacation for your mind.
Right. And you don't even have to go anywhere.
Exactly. Plus, there's another cool thing about body scanning.
Okay, what's that?
It can make you more sensitive to those subtle signals your body sends you.
Oh, like what?
Well, for example, you might notice that your shoulders tense up when you're stressed,
Yeah.
even before you consciously realize you're feeling anxious.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. So you can catch those early warning signs and maybe take a few deep breaths or step away from the situation.
So it's like learning to understand your body's language better.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm into that.
Yeah.
All right, next up is loving kindness meditation.
Ah, meditation.
Okay, so I have to admit,
What?
when I first heard about this, I was like, okay, this is for monks, this is not for me.
Right. It sounds kind of out there.
Yeah, but then I learned about like the science behind it
Oh, yeah.
and how it can actually rewire your brain for more empathy and compassion.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So how does it work?
Well, basically, you sit quietly and you repeat phrases silently to yourself, wishing well-being to yourself and others.
Like what kind of phrases?
Things like, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful.
Cool. Wow.
And you start by directing those phrases to yourself.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's important to cultivate self-compassion first. Then you gradually expand the circle, sending loving kindness to loved ones, then to neutral people, then even to people who challenge you.
Wow, even to people who like annoy you.
Yes, that's the real test.
Right.
Because it's easy to be kind to people we like,
Yeah, for sure.
but this practice challenges us to extend that kindness to everyone.
And that's where the real growth happens, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing our shared humanity.
Okay, that's powerful stuff.
It is.
All right, the next one is observing thoughts without judgment.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, and I think maybe one of the trickiest
Definitely.
because our minds are like constantly chattering.
Right. And never stops.
So how do we even begin to like step back from all that noise.
It's about shifting your perspective.
Oh.
Instead of getting caught up in your thoughts, imagine them as waves on the ocean.
Oh, I like that.
They rise and fall. Some are big and powerful. Others are gentle ripples.
Yeah.
But you, the observer, are sitting on the shore, watching them come and go.
So you're not trying to, like, stop the waves.
No, you're simply acknowledging their presence.
Okay.
You're not getting swept away by them.
So instead of fighting with my thoughts, I can just let them be.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
And you know, the more you practice this, the more you realize that thoughts are just mental events. They don't define you.
Yeah, they're like pop-up ads on your mental screen.
I love that analogy.
You can choose to click on them, or you can just close them.
Right, you have the power.
Okay. I'm going to try to remember that next time I'm spiraling about something.
It takes practice,
Yeah, for sure.
but it's so worth it.
Okay, and last but not least, we have gratitude,
Ah, yes.
which I feel like is something everyone talks about.
It's popular for a reason.
But why is it so important for, our well-being?
Well, gratitude is like an antidote to negativity.
Okay.
When you focus on what you're grateful for, you're shifting your attention away from what's lacking.
So instead of focusing on what you don't have,
Yeah.
you're appreciating what you do have.
Exactly. It's about recognizing the abundance in your life, even the small things.
Okay, so it's not just about, like, feeling good in the moment.
No, there's more to it. It's about rewiring your brain to focus on the positive.
So, like, training your mind to see the glass half full.
Yes. And that can have a ripple effect on your whole life. Your mood, your relationships, even your physical health.
Wow. So how can we, like, practically incorporate more gratitude into our lives?
It can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're thankful for.
Okay.
Maybe write it down in a journal or just think about it before you go to bed.
So, like, 3 things you're grateful for.
Yeah, 3 things that stood out from your day.
And they can be small things, right?
Absolutely.
Like a good cup of coffee or
Yeah.
a sunny day.
Exactly. It's about savoring those little moments.
Yeah, I'd love that.
It's training your mind to appreciate the good.
Okay, wow, we covered a lot today.
We did.
So to recap, we talked about mindful breathing, body scanning, loving kindness meditation, observing thoughts without judgment, and gratitude practice.
5 powerful tools.
Yeah, and all of these are, like, practices from Buddhist tradition.
Right.
But they're so applicable to, modern life.
Absolutely.
And they can really help you deal with, like, stress and anxiety.
And just navigate life with more peace and clarity.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm curious, if you had to pick just one of these practices to start with today, which one would it be?
That's a good question.
And why?
Yeah, why does that one speak to you the most?
Think about it.
And let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Keep exploring these practices and see what works for you.
You might be surprised at what you discover.
And, as always, happy diving.
Happy diving.